Okay, so for today we have officially arrived in Thailand.
Thailand, the land of smile, and Thailand, the land of the Buddhist temple.
I don't know if you guys can see it very clearly, but there's a mountain. So you have Miss Selfridge, H&M. Hey guys, what is up? This is Latika and welcome to another video. First of all, it's been such a long time since I've filmed with this background. The last 5-6 videos I have been uploading vlogs from my Singapore trip. I was off to Singapore and I also went for the dream cruise, and the past 5 vlogs have been about my entire experience there. And so today's video is all about the last day on the cruise. For the last day on the cruise, we basically did not visit any country. For the entire time we were simply on board, and which meant that we got the chance to explore the entire ship. And also I'm filming this part later on because I want to tell you guys about how my entire experience was. So yeah, but before we come to all of that, I did vlog the activities going around that day, and so here is what all went about the last day and how I spent my time. So the special highlights are this junior talent show and this show for which we'll be going at 7 I think, and you also have a band performing, and this is the detailed itinerary. Right now it's 11:30 and I was sitting by the pool deck and watching this summer pool fun time thing. Next thing is we don't have much. We have this band performance right here at 12. So the band performance is also at 12 and I have like 1 hour, so I thought I'll just hit the pool. Swim was so needed and so relaxing. Now we've popped out for lunch. Today is like the weirdest combination. I have salad, and I don't know why I felt like having a salad. Pizza, fries, dhokla and tandoori chicken.
Oh, 66. Double 6. Oh, yes. How are you all? Are you all excited for the show? Before we start with this show, we are having different surprises. But tonight, this is your last night of the cruise, and we have prepared a very special presentation. From both eyes, we got the hard-working, give it up for the hard-working house team, the Shore Excursions, the voyage of luxury.
Quickly changed because now we have the final like party. Everyone's going to be there and there's going to be fireworks and stuff. It's like a bye-bye party. I'm wearing this outfit from Stock by Love, the boots from Coves. And yeah, I guess I'm all ready. Let's go and see what they have in plan for us tonight. enjoyed that vlog. Now coming to the ship itself, the rooms or the cabins were spread around the entire ship. Apart from that, decks 6, 7, 8 had the casino, a few restaurants, and also an area for like live performances. You also had activities like bingo going on there. And then moving on from deck 7 onwards, you also had other places like the fitness center, there was a spa on board, a theatre on board. Finally, deck 16 was like the upper deck, which had the swimming pool, which had hot tubs, and there were a lot of other activities like you had a jogging track, you had a rock climbing and a zip lining wall. You also had the option of playing mini golf, chess, table tennis, and so on and so forth. You also have like a beach club with like an open air theatre. So now everything comes down to the price we had to pay for the entire journey and what all other expenses are incurred while you're on a cruise, and whether a cruise vacation is worth it or not in that money. First things first, the base price which you pay. Now this totally depends on the number of nights you're going for and definitely the type of cabin you've chosen. We selected the balcony room and that cost us about 45,000 per person for all 6 nights. Other than that, there is a gratuity fee which you have to pay at the end. That also depends on your cabin, on the cruise you've opted for, and so on and so forth. For us, it was about rupees 5,000 per person. The food is included in that 45,000 rupees in like 4 restaurants. Apart from that, you have a couple of other dining options also. Next thing, come to the activities. Almost all of the activities are free, all the water slides, everything. Only like bowling is chargeable at a minimal fee, and obviously the gaming arcade. Third thing, all the shows that we saw and that you saw in the vlogs were included in it. There was just one other show which had a minimal fee. Now apart from that, the other expenses on a cruise include, our ship stopped at 3 different countries, so obviously you had to have a visa for all those countries. Next thing are obviously the airplane tickets, and the next expense to be kept in mind is, for instance, our cruise boarding time was like 3 p.m. and we did not want to risk it with the same day flight, so we instead arrived at Singapore a day prior and had to stay at a hotel overnight. That is also another expense you should keep in mind. Now the last thing is all the offshore excursions. Now this I've pretty much covered in the previous vlogs, the reason being that the cost and everything totally dependent on the area you're visiting. Now why I would suggest a cruise is that, number one, for the people who love the water, according to me, you should definitely go on a cruise at least once. Secondly, there's something for like everyone on board, whether you are solo or you're in a group. I felt that there was something like for every kind of person, and the only way I will not suggest you a cruise vacation if you like hate the water. Most important tip I feel is that while you're on board, don't get your head wrapped around like too many activities. Just focus on the things you like, do what you feel like doing, enjoy yourself. Yeah, just have a fun time. Now coming to the final review, number one, price. Now price is very relative. You can pretty much see the experience and judge for yourself that if it's worth it in that price or not. For me personally, it was definitely worth it, and it's going to be a good 9 on 10. Now secondly, in terms of quality, it was pretty decent, whether in terms of cleanliness, in terms of the service, or in terms of the organization. Everything was really good, so it's a good 9 on 10. And last, the overall experience has to be a 10 on 10. The reason simply being, I'm a water person and this was totally my type of vacation. So yeah, this pretty much brings me to the end of the video. Now because we were in Singapore, we did explore Singapore for like the next 3 days, and we stayed at the St. Regis, Singapore, which was amazing. So stay tuned for those vlogs, they'll be coming right after this. And once the vlogs are over, I will be back to my normal schedule. So yeah, in case you still have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments box. Leave your feedback, leave your opinions on it, and the cruise's website will also be linked in case you want to check that out. And yeah, I shall see you guys very soon with another video. Guys, we've just checked in and you're not ready for this at all. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. This is the washroom, you guys. Oh my god.